Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again this afternoon, this time for it's going to be for a marathon studio album review for 3 Days Grace's self-titled marathon studio album review that I'm reviewing for the first debut album of theirs. Because I know Explosions is coming out in about almost 2 months from now. Excuse me, I burped for a second. I was eating lunch for a bit. So yeah, I had a pretty good lunch, I guess you could say, before I made this video, of course. So I'm gonna discuss what I listened to for this self-titled album, the 2003 album by 3 Days Grace, and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, uh, I pretty much enjoyed the first song, Burn. I was really good. Um, Adam Gontier's vocals and his high pitched vocals sound really good in this song, and the song has a weird intro, and then it goes into the melody at like 25, 26 seconds in the song, something like that. But 5 out of 5 for me on Burn. I really enjoyed that track a lot. Just Like You was a pretty good one. I like the lyrics. Some of the lyrics can sound a bit cheesy at times, but I think the melody is very catchy, I should say, and the drum work and guitar work's pretty good, and Adam Gontier's vocals is pretty good in the song. So 5 out of 5 for me on Just Like You. Next is I Hate Everything About You, and one of my favorite songs from this album, in my opinion. Um, but yeah, 5 out of 5 for that one. It's definitely a song that some people can relate to because I watched the music video years ago when I started getting into 3 Days Grace. I think I started getting into them like two when I was in 8th grade or something like that. Yeah, it was 8th grade for sure. Because I didn't find out about 1X till after Life Starts Now. And Life Starts Now was the album that was introduced for me at least, for introducing 3 Days Grace to me for a new band to listen to at the time. But I Hate Everything About You is getting a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed that track. Home is a pretty good one. The music video is a little weird, honestly, with the weird paint face with the girl and all that. I don't know. I have to watch the music video again, but basically the music video was pretty weird. So 5 out of 5 for that song. Scared was one of my least favorites, but it wasn't a bad track. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's a solid song at least. Um, some of the drum work and the way Adam Gontier's vulnerable vocals come in at the bridge part, I don't know if it structurally sounds well, but or sounds very good, but that's just my opinion, at least. So Scared is getting a 4.5 out of 5 for me, in my opinion. Let You Down was one of my favorite ones. Don't know if I like the scream part at the bridge with the monotoned or whispering scream that he did. Adam Gontier, I should say. He did a whispering scream at the end of the bridge part of the song and then goes into the third chorus, which the vocals and the lyrics in it are pretty good, except for the whisper screams. Don't know if I like that because it doesn't make Adam Gontier sound very good, to be honest, with his whispering screams. But Let You Down is a good song, so 5 out of 5. Next is Now or Never, and it's not a very long track, It's like 3 minutes flat, to be precise. And it's a pretty good one. I like the vocals from Adam Gontier, and the drum work and guitar work is really good. So definitely check this song out. It's a good highlight for the album. Next is Born Like This, and I'm giving Now or Never a 5 out of 5. I should have said that a moment ago. Born Like This was pretty good, so 5 out of 5 for that. I really enjoyed it. The lyrics are pretty good, well written, and all that. Next is Drown, and I think it's a solid track, but it's not their best, so 4.5 out of 5 for me at least. Then comes Wake Up, and lyrically it has some weird lyrics to it, but I think it executes very well in my opinion. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for me at least. And then Take Me Under is one of my favorite songs before the last track at least. And yeah, Take Me Under is getting a 5 out of 5. And finally, Overrated. Don't really like this song as much, but I think it's average. The chorus is a little underwhelming, but the verses are not bad. But the whisper scream that he does a few times with the go away lyric, I'm like, it's not very good sounding. It's a not very good sound that Adam Gontier is trying to do with his scream delivery. It doesn't do very well in my opinion. So 3.5 out of 5 for Overrated. It's one of the weakest songs on the album to close this album. So yeah, overall production, mixing, and execution, I think this album's not bad. It's an average album at least. So overall, I think 3 Days Grace's self-titled album, the 2003 album, was not a bad listen. But there are some underwhelming tracks on the album that I have some issues with, mostly Overrated, and some have Let You Down, and some have Scared and Drown. I don't know if I like. There's only 3 songs, or maybe about 4, that I don't know if I like right now. But I'll have to listen to it a little more. But I've heard this album so many times, so I just bought it on CD because I was like, you know what? It's part of the 3 Days Grace collection, so why not? But first score for me, I'm giving 3 Days Grace's self-titled album 7.5 out of 10. This was average, at least. It's not a bad album. It's almost good, but it didn't land in the good area. It landed in the decent to average area. So that's just my opinion, at least. But yeah, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the 3 Days Grace album, the self-titled album, if you've heard it, the 2003 album. And if you enjoyed this album review I made for you guys this afternoon, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I gotta go run a few errands after this video, so I probably won't do another video till later today. Probably like 5 or 6. And unfortunately, I had to delay the Twitch stream that I'm doing on my Gaming Nerd 2516 channel, so that's being pushed back to the 28th of next Monday. So you'll see it then. I'm gonna be busy tonight doing some other stuff, some chores and all that. So yeah, got some things to do tonight at least. But I hope you enjoyed this 3 Days Grace self-titled album review that I did for the first Marathon Studio album review in their discography. Tomorrow's video is going to be for 1X, the 3 Days Grace album review. For the second Marathon Studio album review, that'll be February 22nd, so you'll see it then. But I hope you enjoyed this 3 Days Grace self-titled album review. Did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you later in my next video.